Hey guys! Unboxing Tech here with the new Galaxy A36 in this gorgeous, awesome lavender. And for it, I have 5 cases to review. It's a lot to go through, so let's get started. First off, we have the Spigen Tough Armor in black. This is a dual-layered case, where the top part is a hard polycarbonate shell, and the inner case is a super flexible TPU. Oops! Here's what the inside looks like. They are meant to be used together at the same time. It's somewhat hefty at 60 grams, but it has a smooth and sleek look to it overall. Here's a close-up. You can see the distinction between the polycarbonate and the TPU parts here. The cutouts are all nicely centered. And you can see the cover buttons have a tactile texture to them, so you can differentiate between the different buttons. Plus, they are super easy to press. Checking out the edges around the screen, we can see a slight lift all around, which I think is the minimal amount of lift you'll need for screen protection. Flipping it over to the camera side, there's also a very slight lift around the back camera, though I always feel like Spigen has lower edges compared to other brands I've tested. This case is made for protection thanks to the dual-layer structure and hard polycarbonate casing, hence the name Tough Armor. Though you can see that the polycarbonate does capture fingerprint smudges on the back pretty easily. I brought out my digital caliper so I can measure the general size of the case as well. The width of the Spigen Tough Armor is about 84 millimeters, and the thickness is about 12 millimeters. Additionally, this case does have a little kickstand, and when I say little, I mean it's little. It's located at the bottom right corner of the case, and you can flip it open by using your fingernail. The hinge is pretty loose, so you can't set the exact angle of the stand, which doesn't matter anyway as the orientation the kickstand will hold is horizontal. You can set it at a lower viewing angle like so, or flip it to the other side for a more upright angle. And when you look at it from the back, it looks like this. Unfortunately, due to the size and placement of the kickstand, it is not designed to hold up your phone in portrait mode, which does limit the kickstand's capabilities. I purchased the Spigen Tough Armor for $16.99 USD. It's not a bad price for a dual-layered case with a supplementary kickstand, good grip, and great protection. Next up is the Ringke Fusion-X case in black. It's a hybrid case made of TPU sides and a clear polycarbonate back. It has a pretty high quality feel to it overall, and it's pretty lightweight at only 37.4 grams. The clear back does a wonderful job of showing off the beautiful, awesome lavender's holographic color, and the black sides do add a bit of a distinctive shape that differentiates it from regular clear cases. The bottom cutouts are beautifully centered. On the side here, we have a strap hole, and the cover buttons have a distinct design to distinguish each button. Plus, they're easy to press. There's a lifted edge around the front screen that is concentrated at the top and bottom. The back camera has a super tight cutout around it with a good amount of lift for extra protection as well. This is honestly a beautifully designed case and looks great with the Galaxy A36. The sides have this embossed texture to it that makes gripping the phone so easy and generally just makes it easy to hold. Plus, with the width being about 82.8 millimeters, and the thickness being about 12 millimeters, it's not too bulky either. I purchased the Ringke Fusion-X for about $15.99 USD on Amazon. Honestly, if you're getting a phone in this color, you should definitely just go for a clear case, as it's such a waste to cover it up otherwise. Next is the Ringke Onyx in black. The Onyx is made purely of TPU, so it's bendy and rubbery. TPU is well known for being lightweight, so the Onyx only weighs 38 grams in total. Here it is on the phone. It's a pretty minimalistic case without any noticeable physical characteristics to it, but upon closer inspection, you can see the grainy texture on the back. The bottom cutouts are beautifully centered, and there's a strap hole on either side of the case. The buttons are individually covered with a slim TPU cap that is designed to be easy to press. Same as the Fusion-X from the same brand, the top and bottom of the front edges are slightly lifted. The camera has a perfectly fitted cutout as well, with a lift around it. However, the edges are so slim that it does feel almost sharp to the touch. Thankfully, it's not a place that people really interact with often. Here's a closer look at the texture on the back. It's very soft, almost indistinguishable, though it does add dimension to the overall case. The sides on the Onyx case also has an embossed texture that boosts your grip and generally makes it easy to hold your phone. This is our slimmest case yet, with a width of 81 millimeters and a thickness of 10 millimeters. At $15.99 USD, while it's not the most visually unique looking case, I've always recommended the Ringke Onyx to people for its usability, level of protection, and generally high quality feel. Next up, I have the Poetic Revolution case. This is a hybrid case with rubbery TPU sides and a hard polycarbonate back. Here's the inside of the case. This case does come with a frame piece that makes it dual layered, so you can choose between the non-screen protector frame or the frame that comes with a built-in screen protector. The screenless version is 78 grams and the screen protector version is 84.2 grams. Because the Galaxy A36 does have a in-screen fingerprint reader, we'll go ahead and test out the screen protector version. And here it is installed on the device. I'll post a separate installation shorts at a later time. Check out these little details here. The bottom cutouts are centered, and the charging port has a dust cap over it as well. On the sides here, the buttons are covered up individually, and despite the bulky sides, they are easy to press. The touchscreen is covered up by the built-in screen protector, but in addition to that, there's also a lifted edge around the front screen for extra protection. Another neat feature is the sliding camera cover. You can open it up whenever you need to use the camera and slide it back into place to protect your camera again. Now, let's test out the screen protector and make sure the fingerprint reader works. And without needing to reset anything, it instantly unlocks the phone through the screen protector, so no worries on that front. However, this is one of the bulkiest cases we have at 88 millimeters in width and 14 millimeters in thickness. Even without the numbers, you can definitely tell that this is a heavy and bulky case. Another great feature of this case is the kickstand positioned in the center here. You can pull it out from the divot and it forms a sturdy triangular kickstand. This design is perfect for balancing your device in any direction. It'll literally be able to stand up in all four ways. And it keeps stable even after some light taps. To pack it away, just pull it back up and snap it back in. The Poetic case is pretty pricey at $18.95 USD, but it is very uniquely built solely for defense. This is a tank in an RPG party, and if you're someone who just needs a protective case, regardless of the bulk, this is for you. Last in the list is the magnetic case from Cenhufo, which is a smaller brand. It's also a hybrid case with flexible TPU sides and a clear polycarbonate back. In accordance with its name, it has a magnetic ring in the center of the case. Also, similar to the Poetic Revolution, it is a dual-layer case with a frame piece with a built-in screen protector. It is a pretty hefty case at 63.5 grams. I chose this blue color to match the lavender device, and as expected, they look beautiful together. Here's a close-up view of the case. The bottom cutouts are super tight, and it's kind of difficult to discern whether it's really in the right place, especially the speaker. On the side here are the covered buttons that have a really choice design of just sticking right out. Unlike the flush cases, this one isn't as satisfying or easy to press. The front screen protector is made of a thicker plastic for protection, and the edges around the front screen are slightly lifted as well. Here is the cutout around the back camera, and you can see that it has a good amount of lift around it. It is a thicker case due to the double layer at 88 millimeters in width and a thickness of 12 millimeters. But there's ways to combat the bulk. So technically, the Galaxy A36 doesn't do wireless charging, but the MagSafe ring isn't just for charging. Instead, you can use another type accessory like this case device snap grip, so you can add extra grip and even kickstand functions to your case. It's a great way to counter the weight and bulk the case adds, and this magnet is honestly incredibly strong, so you can feel confident while using it. The Cenhufo Magnetic case is $16.99 USD on Amazon. It's a pretty good case, though honestly speaking, it kind of looks like a child's toy in real life. Though I'm sure there's an audience for that. It still does offer great protection and style. And those are the cases for the Galaxy A36 that I have with me today. If you found a case you liked from this video, let me know in the comments. And if you went with another type of case not shown here, also let me know what you picked up instead. I'm curious to see what's popular in the case world nowadays. As always, thanks for watching until the end. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!